I mean, I think music's a weird thing. It's just a bunch of collaborative noises that are for some reason pleasing to your ears. You know, doesn't even make sense. When I listen to music, it's like, why do I like this? Sometimes I don't even know if I do like it.
I'm a sinner at best, and I'm sad to say. Fell asleep at the wheel and crashed through hell's gates. Now here I am. I'm a hypocrite half, perhaps it's better that way. 'Cause I can talk trash and I can still participate. So here I am. Here I am. I'm going to the Capitol. I'm gonna give myself a job. I'm gonna be president. I'm gonna make sure that nothing's wrong. I am. Not into politics, but as confident as can be. I'm gonna blow myself up. I'm gonna make history. I am. I am.
I'll never forget that night. That night still has a pulse.
I think the ambition for our band, Nightlife, as generic as it sounds,
I want to make music that people enjoy, play it for them.
Rock and roll, man.
Always original.
A lot of bands try doing something original. If you have an open mind, I don't think you have to try. I mean, it will come. You know, whether you directly sound like another band, that's up to who's listening to it.
But to like make it totally original, I think it'd be really hard to be totally original and do something that no one's ever done before.
There's so many fucking bands out there.
And so many musicians. I think it'd be really hard to be completely original. Our style of music would probably be great to be totally different from everything else.
I guess as far as the motion goes, I don't go for anything specifically. It's whatever I'm feeling at the time.
I'm never going for something. It's just whatever happens, happens.
and it's writing music that you think's going to go somewhere and has potential.
People should just take the music, and that's all they should need. Music should speak for itself, man. I mean, you can take it however you want to take it.
The music we play is just there's not a whole lot of scene for it. It's more just out of enjoyment. I mean,
do I care if I get paid for it?
Can't really expect to.
It being getting paid a lot.
I mean, obviously I'm not getting paid right now, and I'm still doing it.
And if you get someplace in it, then yeah, it'd definitely be a lot of fun, and it'd be a huge advantage.
I'm gonna keep doing it regardless, but this is what I'd like to do, forever.
You mean would I sell out?
I don't know, what's the point of that question? That's taken away from the reason I play music to begin with.
Yeah, it would just be fake. It wouldn't be me. Someone puppeteering me, Producers nowadays pretty much write the songs for bands. That's bullshit. That's fake. That's not music. Music comes from, four people, the insides of four people coming together and making a song, not some dude that's been trained how to make music telling someone that knows how to play music to make the song. That's bullshit.
Like talking about commercial success, if you were going to write a song for $1 million, I personally think if someone came up to me after a show and said, that set was really fucking amazing and that was just inspirational as hell, I think that right there is worth $1 million to me. I mean,
that's awesome. That's like the ultimate compliment, you know?
I'd much rather get the gratification of fans' approval than, you know, record execs' approval. When you have two guitarists, a bassist, and a drums, how many genres can you fit into? And how many different styles of music can you write?
Oh, it's another question I hate.
If Nightlife does fit into a genre, it's probably several of them.
Rock.
Whether or not you could say we're alternative rock, pop rock, indie, emo.
Probably could be called punk if we wanted to.
Really, it's really hard to classify music these days. I don't really like doing it.
Just puts a label on everything, which is what everyone does to everything nowadays.
If we labeled ourselves, probably, like if we were to sit down and say, hey, we're a punk band, we'd try to write punk music.
It's like, what the fuck? That's why I just say rock and roll, you know? Rock and roll is rock and roll, whether it's emo or screamo or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it's all just, you know, constructed by the industry. Emo. Why isn't it just bad rock and roll?
It's wrong. It's too much of an image nowadays. It has a lot to do with music today, whether or not the guys are good looking or not.
A lot of music is directed towards the kids. That's who's buying their stuff. That's who's paying for it.
Yeah, then you jam it down people's throats and they hear it so much that they don't like it anymore. It's cool to be in a band. Doesn't matter if you're good or not.
Definitely devastated.
It's the best band I've ever been in. Yeah, by far. I don't have any hard feelings, man. It's not his fault, you know?
He's not into this kind of music anymore. If you're not totally into the music, you know, you can't really kid yourself that to keep going on and keep playing shows and keep practicing is kind of pointless. He thinks he doesn't fit in and he doesn't belong playing this kind of music. He's into more like the harder, you know, experimental kind of music, and just the songs are too boring for him. To me, like when a band breaks up, it's like taking like a picture, a painting, you know, that is a masterpiece and just like lighting it on fire. Like it's just like, it's all kind of wasted. Just knowing that it can't be anymore, it's kind of fucking frustrating. But you can't really stop playing music, you know, it's impossible.
Here's to you, Nightlife.
What do I feel about it? I'm proud of it because it usually takes us so long to write songs, and we actually got into the studio and actually recorded them for once. And I've been in like 5 bands in my life and we've never made it to the studio. Never for the rest of my life I won't forget those songs.
I mean, I think music's a weird thing. It's just a bunch of collaborative noises that are for some reason pleasing to your ears. You know, it doesn't even make sense. When I listen to music, it's like, why do I like this? Sometimes I don't even know if I do like
I'm
it.
living past tense, just trying to seize the day, make the best of everything.